This conference
Yes,
will
yes,
now be
Vignesh,
recorded.
correct. Automatic charges is there.
Okay. Okay. Guys, so today we will create a purchase order and see the flow. Okay. Okay. So today we will see the purchase order flow, guys. We call it as P2P, procure to pay. You might have heard about this terminology outside. So this terminology actually used in everywhere in the business. It is not a dynamics terminology. P2P or procure to pay process, which happens in every business normally. So procure to pay is nothing but their purchase process, purchase flow. Okay. So starting from the purchase order up to payment, we will purchase it and then make the payment to the vendor, right? So up to that process, we call it as P2P. So in the dynamics, the P2P flow basically starts with the purchase order. Purchase order. Okay, then product receipt. In general terms, we call it as GRN or goods receipt note. Okay, so product receipt is dynamics terminology. GRN is general terminology in any of the business. Goods receipt note is a general terminology. Okay, then invoice posting. So supplier will issue an invoice and will post. GRN means supplier will deliver the stock at our warehouse, okay, and will receive the GRN in the system or product receipt in the system. So stock will be added in the system. Then after that, supplier will issue an invoice to the finance department. So finance department will post the invoice in the system. That's an invoice posting. Then this is where actually the liability, actual liability of the supplier will be created. Invoice posting time. Then payment to supplier. Okay, so this is the flow, guys. 2, 3, 4. These are the 4 steps as part of P2P. Okay, so this is purchase side. Sales side, we have something called order to cash, getting an order from the customer and encashing that sales basically. So O2C, we call it as O2C in sales side. P2P is purchase side. Okay, so we'll start with the purchase order creation and see all these processes. Okay, so in Dynamics, to create the purchase order, you have to go to either accounts payable, purchase orders, all purchase orders, or you can go to procurement and sourcing, purchase orders, all purchase orders. So any form, any button you can use. So basically it will go to same form only, all purchase orders form only. Okay, so all purchase orders. So these are all the purchase orders that we have already created as of now. For discounts and prices testing purpose, we have created these purchase orders. So here we have purchase order number, okay, vendor number, to which vendor we have created this purchase order. So purchase order number will be unique, guys. It will be unique number. For each purchase order, system will assign automatically a number based on the number sequence that we set up. So we have not worked on the purchase order number sequence, so it is coming as BAL-000001, like that. Vendor, to which vendor account we have created this purchase order. Invoice account. So vendor account, invoice account could be different, right? We already discussed this. So vendor account, we might be creating a purchase order for Reliance, for example, let's say Reliance Petroleum to purchase some petrol, but invoice is coming from Reliance Group, their parent company. So in that case, invoice account will be different. So anyways, this will be picked up from vendor account only automatically. Whatever the invoice account we assign in the vendor account, let's say if we open, okay, so here whatever the invoice account that we assign, it will pick up that invoice. If it is a blank, it will pick up the same vendor account only, this only, okay. This only will consider as an invoice account. Vendor name, yeah. Purchase type, we have multiple purchase types, guys, here, called purchase order, journal, and written order. Okay, we'll discuss. So purchase journal, purchase order, written order. Journal is just used for the kind of to create a template, purchase order template only. Okay, it will not be used for any transactional purpose. Okay, purchase order is a purchase order if you want to create as a normal purchase order. Written order means in case if you want to return the stock to supplier, you have received the stock through the purchase order, you have found something is wrong, it could be defected item or expired item, some or damaged item, you want to return it to supplier. So in that case, we will use written order. Okay, so we'll discuss the written order process later. Then approval status. We have approval status. Until we send this to vendor, if you want to get it approved, get this purchase order approved internally, let's say a purchase coordinator is prepared the purchase order, and his purchase manager, procurement manager, or purchase department manager, he want to approve first, then only I can send it to the supplier. In that case, you can enable workflow. Okay, like we have discussed the workflow in the general journal and the AP payment journal and all. Okay, you can configure the workflow for the purchase orders also. If you configure the workflow for the purchase orders, by default you will see as a draft, not approved. Since I have not enabled the workflow, by default it is coming as approved. So there is no approval required to send it to the supplier. I can directly confirm and send it. Okay. So in case if you want to enable the workflow process, you will say multiple statuses here: draft, interview, approved, and confirmed finally. Okay, if you don't enable the workflow, draft and interview will be skipped. Directly it will get approved. Okay. Okay. So this is the purchase order status. So there's a difference between approval status and purchase order status, guys. Approval status is just to get an internal approval from my management to send it to the supplier. Before sending the PO to supplier, getting an internal approval is called approval status. Okay. Purchase order status means whether it is open order or received or invoiced or cancelled. What is the status of the PO? Okay, receiving status, basically receiving status. You have received it or not? Yeah. So you will have open order first, then received, then invoiced. Three statuses normally you will have for a happy scenario. Otherwise, you will have cancelled. In case if you want to cancel it, you can directly cancel the purchase order. Okay, there is a cancel button. Cancel the purchase order, status will be cancelled. You will not see it as a open order. Purchase order currency. So this currency will be by default picked up from the vendor. In case if you want to change it, you can change it also, like which currency, in which currency you are creating a purchase order. Delivery date, you can also specify the delivery date as well, mode of delivery as well. So these are all the columns that I have added from the purchase order form only. Inside, if I open the purchase order form, there are so many fields inside the purchase order form. I can add them actually as a columns here to see. Okay, so others are not much important right now. We'll discuss it inside. So this is
Vignesh,
called list variables. Yeah, Manush.
యా ఈ పర్చేజ్ ఆర్డర్ స్టేటస్ ఉంది కదా, దాంట్లో ఈ ఓపెన్ ఆర్డర్ కానీ రిసీవ్డ్ కానీ ఇన్వాయిస్డ్ కానీ ఇది యాజ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ సేమ్ నువ్వు ఎక్సెల్ లో చెప్పిన ఫస్ట్ ఆ లిస్ట్ లాగానేనా సేమ్?
Okay, so here when you create a purchase order, it will be open order.
ఓకే,
ఫస్ట్ క్రియేట్ చేసినప్పుడు ఓపెన్ ఆర్డర్ ఉంటుంది, రిసీవ్ చేసినప్పుడు రిసీవ్డ్ అని ఉంటుంది. స్టేటస్ అప్డేట్ అయిపోతుంది రిసీవ్ చేసి. ఇక్కడ ఇన్వాయిస్ పోస్ట్ చేయగానే ఇన్వాయిస్డ్ అని వస్తుంది. ఓకే, పేమెంట్ గేమ్ స్టేటస్ కాదు, పేమెంట్ ఈస్ అ డిఫరెంట్ ప్రాసెస్ యాక్చువల్లీ. It is not related to purchase order. So these are all the three statuses you can see normally. And another status, if not these three, you will see it as a cancel in case if you cancel it.
అర్థమైంది.
Okay, so in the case statuses. Okay. So your purchase order open చేసేసి inside will explain major things. Will explain, guys. I'm not going field by field all, because the purchase order anyways it belongs to supply chain. Moreover, supply chain side only the posting part of this GRN time. So financial posting happens at this stage and this stage and this stage. Okay, so these two stages mostly in the purchase order financial postings happen. So our concern is to know that basically. Okay, so the process wise, if you see, process is moreover supply chain related, not the finance related. So in purchase order we have different forms, guys. One is lines form, another one is header form. Okay, inside a form we have two forms, lines and header. So when you say lines, you can see the line information here. Line means items. Okay, how many lines I have added in my purchase order, like item number, quantity, price, all of them I can see. Okay, see, lines information is a huge, guys. Each line will have so much of information. Okay, that is the reason they have kept a separate form for lines also. So here you can see very few columns. Okay, unit price, net amount, discounts, and all this, you can see few columns. So if there is something called line details, so for each line there are so many details actually you can capture. Line details, general, setup, all these details actually they have divided into general, setup, address, product, delivery, all this. Okay, because as I said, item actually used in so many places, so many modules it is actually integrated. That's where so many details are actually required in the item master and in the purchase order line also, in case if at all it is required only. So let's say if there's a tab called project. So if you are not using the project accounting module, project accounting and management, project management and accounting module, this tab is not required actually, obviously, correct? And if I'm not using advanced warehouse management, this loads is not required. So in case if you are using project, then advanced warehouse and all of them, then these additional tabs are required basically. So that is where actually item is having huge information. So since they cannot fit all this information here, they have added additional tab and given a multiple tabs inside that. So any fields which are showing here, if you want to add it, you can add it here also. The list also, you can add it as a insert columns and you can add these fields. But Microsoft by standard, they have given in a separate tabs in the down. So it will be basically line wise information. See, if I change the line, information will be changed here. Yeah. So that is the line details tab. And so in the lines form, we have three tabs: purchase order header. The main header information of the purchase order will display under the purchase order header, and purchase order lines. So these are the lines. Okay, line wise actions also you can see here. These are all line wise actions basically. Add line, add lines, add products, remove, purchase order line. So under the purchase order line, it's a line wise basically. We have multiple fields, financials, there are multiple options, inventory related, supply related. Mostly it is for master planning, updates related, tax information. Tax were not implemented yet, that's the reason you will not be able to see that now. Yeah, that is about the lines form, guys. We'll come to the lines again. I'll just want to show you the form structure. Then if you go to header, in the header also you have multiple tabs. These are the tabs. So general, the generic information about the vendor. Setup, there is some setup related information. Address, delivery related, discounts related, financial dimensions. Yeah. So general, okay, before getting into the form tabs, fast tabs, we also have action pane tabs as well. So let's discuss quickly about this one, which are all related. So purchase, or so first one is save. So basically, obviously every form will have a save button. Once you enter any data, if you just hit the save button, form will be saved. Okay, information will be saved. Then new, in case if you want to create a new purchase order, even though you open one purchase order, if you still want to create a new purchase order, you can create a new purchase order from here also. See, new purchase order form actually comes up. Delete, if you want to delete this purchase order from the list, you can use the delete. Okay, then purchase order tab, purchase tab, manage, receive, invoice, retail, warehouse. These are all supply chain related tabs, but most importantly we'll discuss purchase order, purchase, receive, and invoice. Okay, these four tabs. So in that purchase order, we have something called from sales orders, where we can also create the sales order. Okay, we can also create the purchase order from sales order. Already customer order ఒకటి ఉందనుకోండి, సేల్స్ ఆర్డర్ నుంచి మనం పర్చేస్ ఆర్డర్ క్రియేట్ చేయొచ్చు. సో బేసిక్గా రిక్వైర్మెంట్ ఏంటంటే, ఆ క్లయింట్ నుంచి, ఆ కస్టమర్ నుంచి ఒక ఆర్డర్ వచ్చింది, నా దగ్గర స్టాక్ లేదు మా కంపెనీలో, సో ఐ వాంట్ టు క్రియేట్ అ పర్చేస్ ఆర్డర్. సో I can create a purchase order from sales order. So that is a functionality of it, but anyways, it's a part of supply chain. Yeah, request change is basically once you enable the workflow, you can see the request change button enabled. Okay, I'll tell you the concept of request change. I'll create a workflow also for purchase order as well, maybe probably by tomorrow, and I'll show you how this workflow works. So first, for now, we'll go with the without workflow. We'll try to understand the process. Then after that, we'll accommodate the workflow as well. Then we'll discuss along with the workflow. Okay. Cancel, as I said, if you want to cancel the purchase order, you can cancel it through the cancel button. But now it is disabled because it is still approved only. After once it is confirmed, okay, you can cancel it. Once you confirm the purchase order only, you can cancel it. So there is some different process. As I said, whenever you created the purchase order, by default, if you don't have workflow enabled, by default it takes as a approved. In the approved state, you will be able to delete the purchase order. Okay, you will not be able to cancel it. And there is some another action after you, let's say you have prepared all the purchase order lines and all, you have added all the things, then you want to finalize this purchase order and send it to the supplier. In that case, you have to go to purchase tab, confirm it. Once you confirm it, as a PDF document for the purchase order copy to send it to the supplier, system generates it. Once you confirm, at this stage, system generates a PDF copy of the purchase order. A document will be generated. Confirming. Okay, so it's confirmed. Now you can see the confirmed status. So the same status you can even see if you come back to the list. Here also you can see all others are approved, but this purchase order is confirmed. This is the final approval status. Okay, once you confirm, they have something called journals. Under the journals, purchase order confirmations. It shows under purchase order confirmations. You can go inside this and you can take the printout of this PO. Print, preview or print, original view. So normally companies confirm it. In case if they want to send the purchase order copy to the supplier, they will download it from here as a PDF copy because system generates it and then we'll send it. But now system will generate the standard purchase order copy, which normally no client likes it. Okay, to be frank, ఎవరు ఏ క్లయింట్ కూడా వర్క్ చేయరు, ఐ మీన్ లైక్ చేయరు ఈ పర్టికులర్ కాపీ ఏదైతే జనరేట్ అవబోతుందో ఇప్పుడు స్టాండర్డ్ రిపోర్ట్ ఫార్మాట్. నార్మల్లీ క్లయింట్స్ విల్ నాట్ ఐ మీన్ ఇంగ్లీష్ చెప్పకూడదు క్లయింట్స్ క్లయింట్స్ స్టాండర్డ్ రిపోర్ట్ ఫార్మాట్స్ నచ్చరు బేసిక్గా. సో మైక్రోసాఫ్ట్ స్టాండర్డ్ రిపోర్ట్స్ ఫార్మాట్ అంతే, ఒక డ్రాబ్యాక్ యాక్చువల్గా.
దీన్ని మనం ఇంటర్నల్ గా మనం కస్టమైజ్ చేసుకోవచ్చా?
ఇంటర్నల్ కస్టమైజ్ చేసుకో. సో ప్రతి క్లయింట్ మోస్ట్లీ 99%, నాట్ ఈవెన్ 99%, గెస్ ఐ కెన్ సే 100% క్లయింట్స్ దే విల్ కస్టమైజ్ దిస్ పర్చేస్ ఆర్డర్ ఫార్మాట్. సి సో ఇట్లా ఇస్తారు అనమాట. ఇక్కడ మన కంపెనీ అడ్రస్, ఇక్కడ వెండర్ అడ్రస్, సారీ ఇది మన డెలివరీ అడ్రస్, ఇంకా లైన్స్. యూనిట్ ప్రైస్ నెట్ అమౌంట్ కూడా రావట్లేదు. So you can download this copy. So export, right? In export you can PDF. In case if you want to download it as a PDF, see, copy is downloaded. This is a purchase order copy. But normally other clients customize చేస్తారు ఈ purchase order copy వచ్చి, ఎందుకంటే this is a main major one actually. Any format you can export it, Excel, Word or CSV, any format. Yeah. సో అది కన్ఫర్మేషన్ అబౌట్ ద కన్ఫర్మేషన్. వన్స్ సో ఎందుకు కన్ఫర్మ్ చేశానంటే క్యాన్సిల్ బటన్ చూపించడం కోసం. సో వన్స్ కన్ఫర్మ్ చేసిన తర్వాత మీకు క్యాన్సిల్ బటన్ ఎనేబుల్ అవుతుంది. ఓకే, సో కాన్సెప్ట్ ఏంటంటే బిఫోర్ కన్ఫర్మేషన్ మీన్స్ మీరు ఆల్రెడీ వెండర్కి సెండ్ చేశారు పర్చేస్ ఆర్డర్. సో వెండర్కి సెండ్ చేసిన తర్వాత డిలీట్ చేయకూడదు. డిలీట్ చేస్తే మీకు పర్చేస్ ఆర్డర్ మిస్ అవుతుంది కదా. సో యుల్ గెట్ కన్ఫ్యూజ్, వేర్ ఈజ్ మై పర్చేస్ ఆర్డర్, ఐ సెండ్ టు సప్లయర్, వేర్ ఇస్ మై పర్చేస్ ఆర్డర్. క్యాన్సిల్ ఏ సినారియోలో వస్తుందంటే మీరు కన్ఫర్మ్ చేశారు, అజ్యూమ్ మీరు వెండర్ కి కూడా సెండ్ చేశారు కాపీ, పర్చేస్ ఆర్డర్ కాపీ, నాకు ఈ సో అండ్ సో ఐటమ్స్ ఆర్డర్ కావాలనేసి. సో వెండర్కి వెళ్ళిపోయింది. ఆ తర్వాత ఇన్ కేస్ యూ వాంట్ టు క్యాన్సిల్ ఇట్ ఫర్ సో అండ్ సో రీజన్, ఐ డోంట్ వాంట్ టు గో విత్ దిస్ పర్టికులర్ requirement right now, particular order right now, then you can inform to the supplier and you can come and cancel the PO in my system. So it will get cancelled. See, currently it is showing as open order. When I cancel it, okay, so same thing, you need to inform to the supplier also that I'm cancelling my purchase order. This happens, right? Normally, even in your personal life also. Let's say when you're placing a Zomato order, or let's say Swiggy order, or let's say Flipkart order, Amazon order, you may cancel it sometimes. So and so other reasons. Okay, so it's cancelled. It will become automatically approved. Now again you have to confirm it. Confirmation is the final approval status, guys.
కన్ఫర్మ్ అని
Okay,
మనం
now if I
నొక్కిన
go to
తర్వాత మనం లోపల ఎడిట్ చేయలేము విఘ్నేష్.
చేయొచ్చు. ఇన్ కేస్ మీరు రీఓపెన్ చేయాలనుకుంటే క్యాన్సిల్డ్ పచ్చోడ్ని యూ కెన్ రీఓపెన్ ఇట్. క్యాన్సిల్ చేసిన తర్వాత క్వాంటిటీ విల్ గో అవే. ఓకే,
నాట్ క్యాన్సిల్డ్. ఇప్పుడు ఆఫ్టర్ వి కన్ఫర్మ్ ఎ పర్చేజ్ ఆర్డర్, ఓకే, ఇన్ దిస్ ఫార్మ్ ఓన్లీ కెన్ వి ఎడిట్ ఇట్.
యా, యూ కెన్ ఎడిట్ ఇట్. యూ కెన్ ఎడిట్, బట్ అగైన్ ఇట్ విల్ కమ్ బ్యాక్ టు అప్రూవ్డ్ స్టేట్. ఎందుకంటే వర్క్ ఫ్లో ఎనేబుల్ చేయనప్పుడు అప్రూవ్డ్ మీన్స్ డ్రాఫ్ట్ స్టేటస్. ఇంకా డ్రాఫ్ట్ మీన్స్ వాట్ నార్మల్లీ ఇన్ అండర్ ద ప్రిపరేషన్ స్టేజ్, ఎడిటబుల్ ఫార్మాట్ అనుకోండి, ఇంకా ఎడిటబుల్ స్టేజ్ అనుకోండి. ఓకే, యా. వర్క్ ఫ్లో ఎనేబుల్ చేస్తే మీకు బై డిఫాల్ట్ అది డ్రాఫ్ట్ అనే చూపిస్తుంది. డ్రాఫ్ట్ అంటే ఆబ్వియస్లీ ఇట్స్ ఎడిటబుల్ స్టేజ్ కదా. సో బట్ వన్స్ వర్క్ ఫ్లో ఎనేబుల్ చేసినప్పుడు మీకు కన్ఫర్మేషన్ లో ఉంటే మీకు ఎడిటబుల్ రాదు. ఇక్కడ వర్క్ ఫ్లో ఎనేబుల్ చేసినప్పుడు కన్ఫర్మ్ అయితే మీకు ఎడిటబుల్ రాదు. ఏది ఈవెన్ యాడ్ లైన్స్ కానీ క్వాంటిటీ కానీ ఎడిట్ రాదు. ఎప్పుడు వస్తుంది అంటే వెన్ యూ క్లిక్ ఆన్ రిక్వెస్ట్ చేంజ్ అని పెడితే మళ్ళీ అది డ్రాఫ్ట్ లోకి వచ్చేస్తుంది. సో కన్ఫర్మేషన్ ని డ్రాఫ్ట్ లోకి తీసుకురావాలి అంటే రిక్వెస్ట్ చేంజ్ బటన్ కొట్టాలి. అప్పుడు మీకు డ్రాఫ్ట్ స్టేటస్ వస్తుంది. దెన్ ఓన్లీ యూ కెన్ ఎడిట్ ద పర్చేజ్ ఆర్డర్. బట్ అప్రూవల్ ఎనేబుల్ చేయనప్పుడు డైరెక్ట్ గా మీకు ఎనేబుల్ అవుతుంది అండ్ ఆటోమేటిక్ గా అప్రూవ్డ్ లో ఏమైనా ఎడిట్ చేస్తే ఆటోమేటిక్ గా అప్రూవ్డ్ లో కన్వర్ట్ అయిపోతుంది. అంటే మీరు మళ్ళీ కన్ఫర్మ్ చేయాలి డెఫినెట్ గా ఏమైనా చేంజెస్ చేస్తే మీనింగ్.
ఓకే,
ఎందుకంటే సెకండ్ వర్జన్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్రెడీ మీరు కన్ఫర్మ్ చేశారు, సిస్టమ్ ఒక వర్జన్ మెయింటైన్ చేసింది. ఇక్కడ మీరు పచ్చోడ కన్ఫర్మేషన్స్కి వెళ్తే ఇక్కడ ఫస్ట్ వర్జన్ లో మీకు లైన్స్కి వెళ్తే ఈ లైన్స్ ఈ క్వాంటిటీ ఈ యూనిట్ ప్రైస్ అమౌంట్ తో మీరు ఆల్రెడీ క్రియేట్ చేశారు. టోటల్ వాల్యూ ఆఫ్ కన్ఫర్మేషన్ ఫస్ట్ టైం ఇంత వాల్యూ అయింది. ఇంత వాల్యూ వర్త్ ఆఫ్ పిఓ పంపించారు, ఆల్రెడీ కన్ఫర్మ్ చేశారు, పంపించారు వెండర్కి. సెకండ్ నేను క్యాన్సిల్ చేసి మళ్ళీ కన్ఫర్మ్ చేస్తే చూడండి మాకు 0 అయిపోయింది, ఎందుకంటే క్యాన్సిల్ అయిపోయింది పిఓ. క్వాంటిటీ బికమ్ 0. సో ఏదైనా ఎడిట్ చేసినప్పుడు సిస్టమ్ మెయింటైన్ చేస్తుంది, వర్జన్స్ మెయింటైన్ చేస్తుంది, ఇట్లా -1 -2 అనేసి. ఓకే
ఓకే
యా. సో I was at cancel button. So cancel, once you cancel it will become cancelled. Then copy, guys. You can also copy the purchase order from another purchase order. Let's say you created a new purchase order right now, blank purchase order, and in case if I want to copy from different purchase order lines, same lines, let's say last month I have ordered some 100 iPhones, 200 cables, 100 Apple iPods and all this. I want to repeat the same order again, so I can go to from all and I can copy it. Okay. I'll show you that from all also. I'm creating a new one. Okay, from journal is nothing actually. If you create as a journal, some journals you can copy from the journals. Otherwise you can make it from all. You can copy it from all. When I say from all, purchase orders will be displayed here. See, these are all the purchase orders. Let's say if I click on this, all the lines under this particular purchase order will display here. See, purchase order 4, purchase order 21 is actually having 3 lines. So I can either I can click on there. If I click on at the header, all the 3 lines will be selected, or I can untick there and I can tick here also. And whatever the lines I want to copy, I can even copy. Let's say first line and second line and third line only I want to copy, for example, then I can do that as well. Okay. క్వాంటిటీ లేదు యాక్చువల్గా ఇందులో. మనం క్యాన్సిల్ చేసిన పిఓ యాక్చువల్గా ఇది, కానీ క్వాంటిటీ చూపించట్లేదు. ఓకే, లైన్స్ యాడెడ్, క్వాంటిటీ మాత్రం యాడ్ అవ్వలేదు. సో వీ కెన్ యాడ్ క్వాంటిటీ. సో లైన్స్ యాడ్ అవుతాయి. ఇన్ కేస్ ఆఫ్టర్ దట్ ఇఫ్ యూ వాంట్ టు చేంజ్ ఎనీ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ యూ కెన్ చేంజ్ ఇట్ కాపీ చేసిన తర్వాత. Yeah, like this you can copy it. Total. In case if you want to, after preparing all the purchase order, adding all the lines and all this, if you want to see the total value of the PO, you can click on totals. Array. Again something is happened. Why this issue is happening every day? Okay, this is the purchase order we created. So if you see the total, you can have the total value also here. So it is not saved. I think quantity is not saved yet. Yeah, let's say this is 10 quantity, this is 5 quantity. Okay, so click total. Yeah, only going there. పృథ్వీ కొత్త వర్షన్ ఏమైనా ఉండే పృథ్వీ ఉన్నాడా? పృథ్వీ ఉన్నావా? పృథ్వీ కాదనుకుంటా, వేరే పర్సన్ ఉన్నట్టున్నాడు. మనోడు సిగ్గుపడుతున్నట్టున్నాడు మాట్లాడడానికి. ఓకే, okay. So total value, we can see the total value of the PO also here. Okay, any charges, discounts, anything is there, everything will be displayed here. So total value not only here guys, even here also you can see side by side also, without clicking on other form you can see purchase order totals here under related information. See here also you can see that without opening you can keep adding the lines, automatically the total value will get updated here. You don't need to click on the total buttons also, totals button also here. Yeah. Then attachments, in case for for e-way bills and all, in case if you want to attach it for there is no mostly for supply chain side case, you can attach the attachments as well here. Then purchase credit note, in case if you want to create a credit note. Sorry guys, having some throat irritation. Okay, so in case if you want to create as a credit note, credit note means, let's say you purchase in stock and you invoiced it and you want to reverse that by creating a credit note. So basically system creates a negative lines for the same, okay, through the credit note. We'll see that, we'll see all of them later. But I'm just explaining that theoretically right now. Because a complete process I cannot show right now until I finish the normal purchase order process. Maintain charges we already discussed, allocation of charges we already discussed. Sales tax, once you add the sales tax in the purchase order, you can see the sales tax information also here. Okay, you can see calculated sales tax or GST. Basically in India it is GST, but general terminology of the taxation here is sales tax for Dynamics. Multi-line discount you can calculate, it is just for a calculation purpose. So you added the data, and if you want to calculate the discounts or supplementary items, you can use the supplementary items or calculate. Supplementary items, did I explain how to calculate and all? I think I did.
లేదు చెప్పలేదు.
చెప్పలేదు. Okay, Supplementary items basically is free of cost items basically. Let's say I purchase one iPhone 12 Pro, or let's say Apple MacBook I purchase. I got a free mouse. My vendor is giving free mouse to me. So those kind of scenarios we can use supplementary items. సరే తర్వాత చూస్తాను ఇది వేరే ఐటమ్ మాస్టర్లో కన్ఫిగరేషన్ చేయాలి యాక్చువల్గా. బేస్డ్ ఆన్ దట్ వీ కెన్ క్యాలిక్యులేట్ దట్ హియర్. నాకు యాక్చువల్లీ కన్ఫ్యూజ్ అయిపోయాను, ఆల్రెడీ ప్యారల్గా వేరే ఇదిగా వేరే వాళ్ళకి చెప్తున్నాను. సో అక్కడ నేను వాళ్ళకి చెప్పాను, ఇలా మీకు చెప్పేసి కన్ఫ్యూజ్ అవుతున్నాను. ఫైన్. Prepayment. Prepayment means advance payment. In case if you want to apply the advance payment, you can apply it. So click prepayment. You can type, let's say 10% advance payment. For example, just a text only. Whatever the text you want to write, you can write. Then let's say percent. If fixed means a fixed amount, it's an amount, not percentage. I want to my supplier is asking for advance payment of, let's say, 10,000 rupees. So I can directly enter 10,000 rupees here. Okay, that is fixed. If I say percent, I have to specify the percentage value. So let's say my purchase order value, total value is 1 lakh. I want to, my supplier is asking 15% advance payment. So by default, automatically system calculate what is the amount. Then prepayment category ID. I need to select prepayment category ID because this prepayment will go and post as a advance to suppliers GL code. So there is some category that I have created here for other training. Earlier SCM training, I created this advance payment category. You can select that. So behind this advance payment GL code, I have assigned, we have to assign a GL code, basically advance to supplier. If you see inventory, I think you remember, we have assigned this GL code in the inventory item posting profile. In the inventory management module, posting, if you go to posting, under the purchase order, if you go to prepayment, see, we have selected the category of advance payment and we have assigned this GL code, correct? Advance to suppliers.
Yes.
Then save it. So quantity is not there. Let's say this is the 15 quantity. Okay, so 2011 is what actually 15% on top of the total value of the PO. So total value of the PO is 13,413 USD. So it is saying the charges are not allocated. You can allocate the charges as well. Maintain charges. Some charges are calculated, insurance charges. Allocate them. Yeah, so that is about the prepayment. After you added the prepayment, in case if you want to remove the prepayment also, you can remove it. Just click the remove. Automatically the prepayment will get removed. Okay. Purchase inquiry. This is just for internal purpose, guys. Normally, in case if you want to, take out the purchase order confirmation copy before confirmation, how the purchase order looks like, and I want to get it confirmed externally from my supplier, from my manager or some CEO or CFO. Then you can take a purchase inquiry and you can get it signed, and then once it gets signed, then only you can confirm. That is a purchase inquiry. Confirmation is confirmation of the purchase order. So this is a confirm, this is a confirmation. Both are same only. Action wise, both are same. Only thing is, in case if you want to send it as a an email from the system itself, if you want to send this confirmation file that I shown you just before, the PDF copy, if you want to generate that copy and automatically send to the supplier, you can use confirmation. It opens up another tab. Okay, so we have to configure Outlook configuration, and you have to integrate the Outlook server with this system. Then only I'll be able to send it to a supplier. Otherwise, I will not be able to. So print purchase order. You can use print management destination. Once you enable this, system will actually find out the supplier email address, and then we'll try to send the copy to supplier email address directly. We don't need to manually send it to a supplier. Okay. So, okay. See, it throws an error bar. Confirmation will be happening, will happen, but sending it to the supplier part, it throws an error normally. Actually, didn't throw any error. That's not validated. Actually, the configuration is not validated. Anyways, so for the confirmation, basically, you can use it like this. In case if you want to just confirm without sending it to the supplier and all, just want to confirm, you can just use this button, confirm, small button. Okay. Or in case if you want to confirm and then immediately print out also should be printed on the screen, you can use the confirmation print purchase order. You can click on the checkbox so that once it is confirmed, just now whatever I have done right, it shows the purchase order copy also immediately. Otherwise, if you use the just confirm button, system creates a confirmation journal here, and then you can manually go inside this and then print the PO. Okay, at any point of time you can come and take the printout of the PO in this form.
Okay.
Yeah. Proforma confirmation. Proforma confirmation means it's not actual, guys. Anywhere you can see proforma, it is not actual. It is just a copy, you can say. Okay, before confirmation, if you want to take a proforma confirmation, just for just to see how it looks like and all this, we will see proforma confirmation. So it is not an actual confirmation; it's a proforma confirmation, duplicate one, you can say. Yeah.
Proforma, doesn't it mean format, Vignesh?
Yeah, it's
Format
just a
proforma ante.
it's just a format, yeah, how it looks like and all. If you just want to see,
Okay.
you can print the proforma. But actually, it is not an actual confirmation. Yeah.
Okay.
Distribute amounts and all will be just for a ledger codes, just to see the ledger codes. Under the view distribution, you can see the ledger codes assigned to these particular items behind. So we have not mapped any account here. Discount and all, we have not mapped any account. So GL code is not picking up here. We'll check that part, no problem.
Okay.
So basically, you can check the GL codes in case if you want to see the GL codes, mapped against for each item. You can see under the distribute amounts. Or in case if you want to distribute the accounts or amounts to different codes, different GL codes, you can use the distribute amounts. Accounting distribution form is not available because there is no amounts to distribute. Okay. In case if you want to distribute it to different dimensions, same purchase order value, want to distribute it to different amounts, you can use this button. Anyways, we'll discuss this later. Yeah, we'll concentrate on the process right now. So confirmation, purchase inquiry also, once you did the purchase inquiry confirmation, generate the purchase inquiry, you can see the purchase order inquiry journals also here. Journals means it's a kind of a repository, guys. It's a kind of data repository. Okay, you can come on storage, basically you can come and take these copies at any time. Vendor collaboration is a different module altogether in this as part of supply chain, vendor related. So that will be covered in vendor collaboration module. Then manage is not required, guys. Then receive. So now in case if you want to receive this purchase order, you can go to product receipt under the generate group, click on product receipt. So receipt list, proforma receipt list, proforma product receipt, these are all not required, just product receipt only. So product receipt means in our terminology it is GRN. This is what actually we are at now, receiving stage. Yeah, so product receipt. Let me see, in case if I don't assign the GL codes, it will not allow me to receive it. So to receive the stock, click on product receipt. Let's say supplier has sent the delivery note. See, for him, since he is a seller, since he supplier is a seller, he will send a delivery note. Delivery note is the delivery that they are doing it to they are delivering this stock, so and so stock okay. They'll send the delivery note. For us, it is considered as GRN. We call it as GRN. You can even say it as a delivery note, but basically it is received at our warehouse, so we call it as GRN, goods received note. But for them, the same document they call it as DO, delivery note. So normally, whenever we receive the GRN, the number sequence will be like a DO kind of thing only, because for them it is a DO. So let's say this is a DO number, and if you come to these lines, you can see the lines, how much lines you are going to receive it. In case if you want to change the quantity partially also, you can, let's say I received only 5 quantity, I can change the quantity directly here. Okay, in case this item I received only 10 quantity, I can change it, or this item I have not even received at all, so I can remove or delete it from here, from receiving time. So that is also I can do. So let's not have special scenarios right now. Let's discuss the smooth scenarios, happy scenario. So I'll receive entire quantity, then just click OK. So after receiving, in case if you want to print the copy, GRN copy, product receipt copy, you can enable this. Okay. Even if you don't enable this also, later also you can take the copy, like how we have taken the purchase order confirmations. Similarly, you can take. Okay, there are some errors. Obviously, it might be for GL codes only. Quantity must be specified in both the posting unit and the inventory unit. Okay. Let me try again. Inventory transaction is not created. For this particular line, it is created. First line, it is not created. Something is wrong with the first line. Okay. Let me add this line again, guys. I'll remove it. Add again. Can quantity. So I'm going to confirm it. See, once I change, it will become approved. Now I have to again confirm. So only at the approved state only this confirmation button will be confirm or confirmation will be enabled, guys. Let me see now. Yeah, now it's created. Fine. Let me receive it now. Product receipt. And click OK. You can specify the date also in case if you want to see. Which again error. Inventory dimension location must be specified. Serial number group is not specified. Okay. We have created these items as a serial number item, right? We have to specify the serial numbers, guys. And before that, we have to specify the location as well, because I have enabled location for this. Let me enable the, first of all, let me see, enable the dimensions here to see. I want to see site warehouse location in my purchase order line. So I can save the setup. See, site is there, warehouse is there, but inside that there is no location. So I'll select the location also here. So basically inventory will be going and sitting in that particular location. So confirm again because change. Once I change anything in the PO, it will come to approved status. Right. So now I have created these items as a serial number items, serial enabled items. I have to register these items. So go to update line, registration. I have to register the serial numbers first before receiving it. Okay, add registration line in this registration form. This is the line. Add it to down window where you can enter the serial number here. Let's say this is a serial number. Confirm registration. Okay, registered. The quantity is registered. Serial numbers are registered. See, this is a serial number. Now the same thing I will do it for second line also. Update line, registrations, add to registration line, enter the serial number, confirm registration. Normally for each quantity there will be separate serial number, but that validation I have not enabled in the tracking dimension group. That's why it is allowing the same serial number for multiple quantity. But that much in-depth kind of thing we can explain to supply chain team, supply chain people. Not for finance purpose, it is not much mandatory for you. Fine.
Okay.
Let me receive it again. Product receipt. Demo. Okay. Yeah, it's posted. It's posted and now it is printing a copy automatically. Okay, so this is all the internal copy, basically just a kind of acknowledgement that we have received the stock once in, and you can keep this copy as a basically as a repository. See, you can see the status of purchase order is received. Even if you close the PO also, you can see here as well. It's not open order, it is received. Correct?
Yes.
Now the next process is, so after once it is received, as I said, create under a journal. Under the journals, you can see at any point of time, you can come and verify verify the items, whatever I have received it. I can go to lines, I can see whatever the items I have received, ordered, how much I have ordered, how much I have received. As I said, you can also receive partially, right? In case at the time of receiving, if you change the quantity to 10, you can see received is 10. So partial information also, in case you receive, you can see that. And you can see the delivery order number, DO number also. You can see here, GRN number basically. And then the next process is invoice posting, guys. So this part also we have finished.
Yeah.
Second process. So we have created the purchase order, confirmed it. This stage is done. This stage also is done. Now let's create the invoice. Go to invoice. Okay. Before invoice, let me see if any voucher entry is posted for GRN. So here you can click on the voucher. Actually, there is no voucher entry posted. Okay, I have not enabled. Maybe I have not enabled that voucher entry for the time of GRN process. That's the reason it is not posted. Okay, now let's post to invoice. So you can go to the under invoice tab, generate, under the generate invoice. I have to, I have some hard stop, guys. Now I have to go to office a bit early today. Even if you get error or don't get error, we'll stop it right now. Okay, I mean after this invoice posting. Let's say invoice number. So here we need to enter the invoice number. So where we'll get this invoice number? We'll receive the invoice
From
copy from the supplier. So obviously there'll be a number, unique ID or number on the invoice copy. That PIN number we will enter it here. That is actually a kind of a tracking number. So tomorrow if someone asks like, what is the invoice number of this, why did you receive it, you can easily tell that I have received an invoice copy which has this invoice number. Based on that I have received this invoice. And you can write down the description also, in case if you want to write down a description. Received Apple items at warehouse and invoicing. What are the information? Product receipt also automatically will come. Whatever the GRN that we have made, it will automatically come. So there are some other fields also which I have to explain you guys, but right now due to some time limitation I cannot right now explain you, but I'll definitely explain that later, because these are all things you need to know as a finance consultant. You need to know all these functionalities. Okay. Invoice date. There is a date on the invoice copy that you received from the supplier. Let's say you received on yesterday or day before yesterday, whatever the date. You can specify the invoice date. Based on this invoice date, your due date will be calculated, guys. See, if I change that to a different date, let's say first, see, your due date also will be changed. 2 months, I think 60 days we are given, or 2 months we are given. That's the reason it is changing the due date to first.
Okay.
See, posting date is actually what? This invoice will get posted into GL. That is called posting date. So there's a difference between invoice date and posting date and due date. So due invoice date is normally to maintain on what day that what is the date of the supplier copy, invoice copy, and what is the due date of payment. To calculate these two only, basically we'll maintain the invoice date. But posting date is what actually and what day we are posting this entry, so that this values, I mean this purchase values will hit the finance, will hit the GL codes. Yeah. So finally post it. You can, before posting, you can also verify the totals as well. The total value of the invoice is this. So if this value is matching with the invoice only, you have to post it. So we have something called match status, three-way matching and all this. I'll update the match status, so it will be passed. I'll explain this later, guys. Okay. We have a separate topic of this matching status. Three-way, we have something called three-way matching. So that is also important for finance people. Post. I'm going to post the invoice. Even if we get an error, we'll stop it here and we'll investigate this error and then fix it tomorrow.
Yes.
If in case if ledger codes are already mapped properly, then we should not get any error. Okay, great. We got an error. Call number, transaction type for purchase expenditure for product does not exist. Okay, we'll fix this tomorrow, guys. Okay, so once you post this invoice successfully, the status will be changed to invoiced. The received will be changed to invoiced. That's it.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
For the invoice process, and then payment process, again it's a normal only. We already discussed this payment process, but again we'll discuss it quickly. So once this invoice is posted, we'll make a payment for this particular invoice. Okay.
Okay. Yes, Vignesh.
Right, guys. So if you have any queries, just let me know.
No, I'm good, Vignesh. I'm good.
Okay. Others, guys, are okay?
Yeah, you're good, Vignesh.
Okay, great. Okay, guys, take care then. So we'll see you tomorrow. All right, bye-bye.
Okay, Vignesh. I'll meet tomorrow. Bye, Vignesh.
Bye, Vignesh.
Bye-bye. Thank you, guys.
Bye, Vignesh.